I wanted to bring you in and let you see what's going on with One Book July. I started it about 3 years ago, and normally I just do it for 1 month. But I decided this year that I would try to take more pictures. I tried to actually do a video, at least for the starting. I may not do it all the way through, but maybe once a week. But today, I just kind of wanted to let you know where I was starting, my starting point. I have my trusty Filofax. I use this little Filofax Mini as somewhat of, I guess you call it a one book sometimes, because of the fact it just depends on how busy the month is. But then I started using it as a wallet where I'm able to keep, all of my credit cards. I can slide in money. I have decorative things. I've got all the dividers. I have my monthly plans. I can do a little bit of decorating with it. The problem is that it's tiny. And so I had to rethink what I was doing with one book. Was this going to be enough to handle an entire month of everything, of keeping my daily pages, keeping the month going, satisfying my decorating, being able to keep projects in it, ideas for projects in it, journaling in there, pictures, the works? Well, I can kind of answer, no, it wasn't going to be large enough. So this was not going to work for One Book July. So I had to take some things out, bring back out the wallet, and move on to my larger planner. My larger planner is an Erin Condren, and that's what I'm using at this point. I love it. Is it not beautiful? It is a Erin Condren life planner. And let's see if I can flip to where we are at this point. So we are here. And I've covered up a few things that are personal items that I did not want to expose. But I wanted you to see that we're beginning with the month of July. It says, keep going no matter what. And that's a good statement to follow. Now, as you can see, my month of July looks pretty empty. And that's only because we're just getting started. And as time goes by, I have important dates already recorded. And let's see if I can tilt this just a little bit and not get too much of a glare. Okay, I think that's better. Now, you're able to see that I've got the 4th of July here. And I have some plans for the summer and for July. Some things you'll be able to see, some things you won't. But notice I've set up for One Book July. That'll focus for us. One Book July. And there's our July 1st. Now, as time goes by, I'll add more and more to this page. And, of course, I'll give you a view at the end. Let's look at the first week, the end of June, and the first week of July. Notice, I love it. I've got everything I need in one place. I have my appointments. I have my spiritual verses that I'm memorizing along the way. I have pictures of some of the projects that I've been working on. I have where I'm going, time in the kitchen. If you have not taken the time to go to Ebony Ivy Time at blogspot.com, you'll know that there's a time in the kitchen segment that deals with menus and recipes and planning. So that gives you an opportunity. It tells you some of the things that you will see. As we were going, plans for July. I also participate in Lister's Got a List. And one of the topics that I chose to talk about was my July plans, some of the things that I want to do. I listed them, and then I set them up as a checklist. And so as time goes by, I'll check my list off and account for that. Another topic was what I love about summer. So I haven't finished it, but I have it set up so that I'm able to put that information in. And of course, I have some of my babies that are here, my grandbabies that are here, and some pictures that their mom has sent to me since we've been out and about. So, ready for summer. So let's look over at a full week of July. This is the pre-setup for this week. We're taking a look at July 4th. In fact, today is the 4th. It's quiet right now, so I thought this would be a great time to be able to just kind of give you a look-see into July. And you're able to see that I have my listings for my time in the kitchen and menu planning. All of that's accounted for, as well as the weeks are set up with some of the important things that happen all the time. I have one of my cards, a couple of cards in, and they'll fold out, and I'll add to those as time goes by. I've got my grands in there. My focus this summer has been, not just for the summer, but I guess kind of a life focus, is passing your legacy on to your children. I lost my mom quite a few years ago, and she was excellent at a lot of things, but she didn't really pass it on. She would, I watched a lot, but she didn't really teach me as such some of the things that I think maybe I should have jumped on and found out how to do. Certain things I should have learned how to cook. Certain things I've really spent years trying to catch up with some of her recipes and some of her taste and dishes. And so those are the things that as you're thinking about life, and life is beautiful, as it says, life is beautiful. You must make sure that as you're riding through life, that you are sharing your experiences with your children. Share your knowledge with your children, because when the day comes and you're gone, some of those things they won't even realize that they should have learned and needed to have learned. So let's take the time to not only share with our children, but to share with everyone. Anyone who's willing to listen, give them some little tidbit that sparks your life and something that you might want to share with someone else. Give them knowledge. And that's what it's all about. I think that's why I went into teaching. I like sharing the knowledge. So, One Book July, set up for the first full week. Check. Got it. Ready to go. So, I will share the pages with you as we move on through the month. Enjoy. Bye-bye.